Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Sonic 318, back again for another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your WWE Extreme Rules 2020 prediction video. Yep, it is time for the apparent horror show Extreme Rules to finally come here at last for 2020, obviously, so welcome, to say the least. So welcome to my Extreme Rules 2020 predictions video, obviously enough. And at the time of recording this video, we are 1 day, 2 hours, 38 minutes, and 42 seconds away from the pay-per-view event itself from Extreme Rules 2020. So yeah, so at the time of recording the video, we're that time recording away from the actual pay-per-view event. And before you ask yourself, before we actually do get on to the actual show itself, you might ask yourself, Sunday 318, we're here at Extreme Rules, and there is no Backlash 2020 review. So what the hell happened? Well, guys, obviously, you know, we're here for this video, so that means there's going to be no review for, you know, Backlash. And as you can clearly see by the title of the video, you're going to get the review here briefly, because obviously it's brief, obviously. And I do have a logical reason for this. And unfortunately, it is a more, it's a more fucking upset reason. Because the reason why I didn't do my Backlash 2020 review is because of two very reasons that actually happened very, very back to back, unfortunately. And that's due to the fact that my aunt died that weekend of Backlash 2020. Yep, that very Saturday before the show. Well, actually, you know, it was technically Friday, when the events all went down. That Friday, that weekend of Backlash 2020, she was sent to a local hospital here in my area, and then she was then transferred up north to the St. Louis, Missouri area, obviously. And she was transferred up to there, and she stuck there till roughly Saturday afternoon, and then she immediately was obviously without going too in depth with it. I'm not going to try to go in depth with this because obviously, like I said, so that's the first shield. So Friday she was here locally. Saturday, so by Friday / into Saturday she was sent to St. Louis, and she immediately passed away that Saturday afternoon before Backlash 2020. So I was doing with that at the time. So watching that, dealing with that. As you'll see in my notes, as we get to my my brief review of Backlash, that heavily doubted my thoughts, my viewing experience of the show right then and there. But that was the only thing alone right there. Obviously, now going to the actual pay-per-view event of Backlash 2020, that's what happened there. But let alone the fact, again, just the fucking week later, after, a week passes by, so there's a whole week of nothing really happening. So technically, that very weekend, you literally could have gotten my Backlash 2020 video where it was going to be at, literally that weekend before this next event happened. But so yeah, a whole week by, I didn't make it then, even though I should have planned to do it, but I never got to it. So yeah, because of that, first and going of that reason, but I was going to do it. But then that following Monday, after that 1 week went by, that very next Monday, unfortunately my childhood cat Midnight, as you've seen many years, all my videos in the background, back where I used to live before I moved into my new house now. My cat Midnight, I've had ever since I was very, very young, like around 10 or 11 years old. Heck, even before on my main channel, even before I moved down here, whenever I started making YouTube videos on my main channel alone. So my cat Midnight obviously passed away. So he eventually lost his life due to kidney failure. You see, I'm not, much as I'm not talking, because obviously it's gonna hit me saying this now, it's just gonna fucking, it's coughing. I'm literally just spitting out this information on you guys, and me kind of going over it, just, kind of hitting me, I'm trying to stay strong as much as I can to like inform you guys, but you gotta know, obviously, literally, he and my aunt were literally back-to-back, essentially back-to-back losses. So those two losses, and you know how close and dear those two were literally dear to me, obviously, and my family alone. Because obviously, you know, Aunt's widespread, but you know, Midnight was obviously close to home between my close, intimate family, obviously. So you know, you get the point. You get the point. You get the point. I'm trying to get across. But still, you know, those two losses, you know, losses, whatever, same difference. Back to back, really took a damper on, you know, my, you know, heavily process of actually trying to get that video up to you guys. So, and obviously, as the weeks went by, obviously I know Extreme Rules was coming up, and I got to a point where I literally was going to literally do a back-to-back thing. Say, literally, last week I was going to legitimately plan on get the video then to you guys to say, hey, tune in next week for my Extreme Rules content, blah, 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 blah. I could have done that, but but you know what? I was literally at the point where I was looking at myself, do I really want to do this? Do I look at this card? Am I fucking, as I'm literally about to get to you guys, do I literally want to legit make the video on this? Realizing that literally less than a week or two away, I'm gonna be making a video anyway for Extreme Rules. Yeah. Ditch that shit. We're here for this, for my video for Extreme Rules and my brief Backlash 2020 review. So as I said, we're going to, with those addressing things out of the way, we shall start with my Backlash rundown before we get on to the real reason why you're here for Extreme Rules 2020 content. So with that said, Backlash 2020, let's start off with Apollo Crews taking on Andrade for the United States Championship. My praise for this match was for Crews since he just got it recently and deserved a successful run with the belt. He won this match, and my prediction score 1-0. And usually, as you've been following my channel throughout this entire time, this was usually whenever I would be going over my thoughts. But for the show alone, for this said reason, for, you know, as I addressed before, there are going to be absolutely no thoughts. So, no thoughts for the show until we get down to my overall thoughts on the show. So, so match-wise, no thoughts. So, we're gonna go right through these matches, right to the score, and we're going to be passing on to the next match. So, just said, let's move on. Next on, we had the WWE Women's Tag Team Triple Threat Tag Team matchup, whatever, for the Tag Team Championships, whatever. My prediction was for Banks and Bayley to win, to continue their reign till next month, to end it to start their SummerSlam feud. Obviously enough. I won this match, and my prediction score was 2-0. Next up, we have Jeff Hardy taking on Sheamus. My prediction for this match was for Hardy to win, and I lost this match, so my prediction score 2-1. Next up, we had Asuka taking on Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. My prediction for this match was for Asuka to win. And this match ended in a double countout, so this was not a win or no lose. So my prediction score still stays at 2-1. Moving on, next we have Braun Strowman taking on The Miz and John Morrison in a 2-on-1 Handicap Universal Championship matchup. Haha. My prediction for this match was for Braun Strowman to win, to possibly set him up to face The Fiend at either Extreme Rules or SummerSlam, which we'll get to that in a second. And I won this match, so my prediction score 3-1. Next up, we have Drew McIntyre taking on Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. My prediction for this match was for McIntyre to win, but could see Lashley winning it if WWE is in fact viewing him and Lesnar as a SummerSlam matchup, which obviously, as we're looking at right now, heading into Extreme Rules and into SummerSlam, that's not happening, so blah. But still, the point was still stated in my Backlash predictions, so I had to say it here once again, and refresh it here for my rundown here. So, I won this match, once again, as Drew McIntyre beat Bobby Lashley, and my prediction score was 4-1. Next up, I think lastly enough, we have Edge versus Randy Orton in the greatest wrestling match of all time bullshit title that Backlash had, apparently. My prediction for this match was for Randy Orton to win, but would love to see Edge win it if it is the end of the feud. If not, then I see this being 50-50 booking to continue a said feud into Extreme Rules and possibly into SummerSlam to conclude there. Then I refreshed this actually text with an update. Edge injured during match, so not gonna happen, at least for now. Can make a good comeback story though to get the Edge over Orton in the end of this feud. So with this said, my prediction did come true as Randy Orton did beat Randy Orton. Yeah, Randy Orton beat Randy Orton in this match. Orton beat Edge in this match. And my prediction score and total score of the show was a 5-1, score. As my overall thoughts, textually, I really like to end off this rundown will be, and I quote, meh, the show seemed quite sluggish and way too overly paced in most of the matches for me to fully get into. Most likely because of the circumstances I was going through at the time and just really wanting to get over with already, being just spit and totally out of it during my viewing, as I've said before, with what I mentioned earlier. But from all I could gather out of it, nothing too bad, but definitely a show to be skipped over to move on into the lives of Extreme Rules and SummerSlam. So with this said, that has concluded my rundown / brief review of Backlash 2020. And we're now going to move on to why you're here for Extreme Rules 2020 predictions. So with this said, once again, at the time of recording this video now, Extreme Rules 2020, we are 1 day, 2 hours, 28 minutes, and 8 seconds away from the pay-per-view event of Extreme Rules. So with this said, let's get started with the predictions, shall we? Alright, first up, we have Apollo Crews taking on MVP for the United States Championship. My prediction for this match is going to be for Apollo Crews is going to win this because obviously either one way or another. Because obviously, personally, for my personal reason, firstly to go forward before I address rumors, is that Apollo has once again just recently, it seems like it's too soon for him to lose the title just yet to anybody just yet. So there's that. So to continue his reign, so there is that. But possibly, that's pretty brief to talk about my personal reasons. So yeah, for me personally, I feel like it's too soon for him to lose the championship. So there's that. But for the rumor mill has come off that apparently that Apollo Crews may turn heel out of this match to potentially join MVP's and Bobby Lashley's cult kind of fashion going with them. And this could possibly, but yet again, this could be Apollo Crews. This could be the likes of fucking Ricochet. Ricochet. At this point, fucking, you might as well say fucking Ricochet because fucking WWE's fucking shit on the goddamn guy. Poor R.I.P. Ricochet's push. R.I.P. Ricochet in general. Because God, what the fuck did WWE do to you, guy? What the fuck did Ricochet do to you, WWE? What the fuck? Honestly, he was literally one of the next top guys. And now he's literally nothing but a goddamn jobber. What the hell? Needless to say, so yeah. But my point still stands, obviously enough. The fashion that Ricochet and Cedric Alexander and Apollo Crews himself has been addressed towards from both Lashley and MVP alone to join their faction, say, oh, come with us and be a part of our group, blah, 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 blah. So, people are saying you might get Cedric Alexander coming out and actually helping Crews win, and then you can either get Crews turned heel, taking out Alexander that way, or Alexander turning heel on Crews, and maybe that be the reason of him losing, either entirely cleanly, or by disqualification, or just by screwing him over with the ref not really noticing, and that result in him losing the title. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But still, so that, like I said, that is just rumor in the middle of people talking about what could potentially happen in this match. I'm just going to just let that shit fly and stick close to home with my own thoughts and stick that possibly, obviously enough, Apollo Crews shouldn't turn heel, and I don't think he could turn heel, but if he does, then cool, then I can see it happening for whatever reason that they want to go with it, then fine. But personally, seeing as right now, heading to the show, I feel that Crews is going to retain his title and stay true with himself and be face, obviously, enough. Without getting too messy, Crews is going to win this match and retain his championship. So, said Crews, there you go. Next up, and I'm funnily enough going to announce this actually right now, as I thought this was going to be one of the last matches on the card that I'd actually be addressing in the show. But next up, we have Rey Mysterio taking on Seth Rollins in an eye for an eye match, where obviously you have to win by plucking your opponent's eyeball out of their socket. Yays. Yay for WWE for their horror show tactics. For this and another match we'll get down later on to the card, obviously. I think it's going to be the very last match we're going to be talking on the card, so go figure. But still, Obviously, guys, in this match, I can see this match going in so many directions. It is fucking hilarious. Personally, I can see Rey Mysterio winning it because obviously he's been booked as the underdog. He's been the underdog going into this feud while carrying the whole fucking Rey Mysterio being the underdog of the most anticipated underdog ever in WWE history. So going with that mantra. So WWE has been having this feud with Rey Mysterio being the underdog in this feud going against Rollins. So he could actually win it. I fucked up right there, so that's why I'm looking down there. There you go. Back to the card right there. Back to Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins. Rey Mysterio, they booked as an underdog in this feud going over Rollins, so that could be the reason why Rey Mysterio could get the win over Rollins. But also, this could be Rollins' way out of the company for his apparent parental leave, as a more formal quote. I should I can address it. Him to potentially have his leave of I don't know what I'm fucking doing with my lips. I had like a hair stuck in my freaking lip. Sorry guys. But still. This could be a reason WWE giving Seth Rollins a way out of the company for a while to take a break out to go and to have his time off with Becky Lynch since they're having a kid together. So this could be Rollins' way out to be having a way out of the company, and being his kayfabe injury, saying, "Oh fuck, my eye's gone, Oh, I'm gonna go away now so I can fucking heal my eye and get my eye back. I'll see you guys later." Blah 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 blah. So going off of that shit, some booking along that line. But personally, I see this idea happening, but not in this sense right now. It can potentially happen later down the line, either sometime before or probably along the lines of not fucking Survivor Series. Potentially there, maybe later on during that time, during the year, where it's getting closer to the Becky Lynch's apparent due date, which is around later on this year, like December, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, Seth Rollins could potentially leave the WWE for a while, but I don't think it's going to happen just yet right now. So that could be the reason that could be the reason why Rey Mysterio wins. Rollins can win because obviously Rey Mysterio has apparently been working as a free agent, for a while, and he has not been signing any contracts or done any deals with WWE recently. So that can be WWE's reason to give Rey Mysterio an out of the company. Why Rey Mysterio would want to do this? Because of him wanting to apparently help his son Dominic get a role and actually be a part of WWE. I don't fucking know, but each their own, I guess. But speaking of Dominic, he could potentially be a general agenda on its own, because he could potentially either play a good card in this match, either for Rey Mysterio winning or Rollins winning. Rey Mysterio winning because obviously he can be there. He could just be there for his son. He could just be there for his dad, saying, "I'm gonna help you, Dad." Blah 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 blah. I'll help you, Dad. Blah 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 blah. That basic agenda. Or Taylor says yes with that. But in a sense, Rollins could win this match also, or come out with being the winner in this match in a way of potentially having Rollins beating Rey Mysterio, but not actually doing the eye shit onto him. With this either happening to Dominic alone, so Dominic can either lose the eye, can come up and say, please Seth Rollins to let him go and take him instead of Rey Mysterio instead. So with that being said, either Dominic can lose an eye, Dominic can actually join Rollins and actually attack Rey Mysterio and forcing him to actually lose the match, actually lose the eye in that sense. For that rumor, as I think I addressed actually last month with Backlash. If I did not address it, then I'm pretty sure I highly think I did address it before. But if I didn't, then there you go. Then so there's that. So Rey Mysterio can turn, Dominic can turn heel on his dad and actually, let Rollins beat Mysterio in that sense. So Rey Mysterio can lose that way, and Dominic can turn heel and help Rollins in that sense. Or Dominic can, like I said, Dominic can plead, as I was going up before, plead to Rollins to let him go and actually actually just, let him be him, let no one lose an eye for that matter. No one lose an eye, making this fucking stipulation fucking worthless, but this potentially could happen still. So, Rollins and Rey Mysterio can go to war. Those two are beating the shit out of each other. Rollins topples fucking Rey Mysterio. It's about to fucking, get the, do the shit, or, constantly either do the shit or, pummel Rey Mysterio. And, Liam and Dominic say, oh, Rollins, please let him go. Please let him go. I'll join you. I'll join you. I'll join you. So, that can happen, or both can happen. Rollins can accept Dominic as one of his disciples and become a Cyclops in the process, taking his eye instead of taking Rey Mysterio's eye instead. So that all can potentially happen, and this could be a way for Rey Mysterio to go away for a while or hide in the shadows, to recover lick his wounds to potentially come back, and we have a story between Rollins and Rey Mysterio once again, where Rey Mysterio coming over on top of Rollins to not only beat Rollins in the end, but overall save his son in the end of things. To, save his son and potentially make him, potentially have it where he saved his son and his, Dominic we can potentially ride with this, with Rey Mysterio addressing Dominic as the new Mysterio in the WWE, and that potentially could be how Rey Mysterio can, ride off to the sunset and give WWE a reason to finally have his son in the business. That potentially could be what could potentially happen. But right now, with all distractions of what can go on with this match, I am going to address the fact right now and say that while I feel like Rey Mysterio can win this match, I'm going with Seth Rollins to win this match. Either with help or no help, with whether it's Murphy or Dominic or whatever whatever the fuck's going to happen in this match, I feel like Rollins is going to win this match. So instead, Rey Mysterio can win this match, but I'm going with Rollins to win this match. So instead, let's move on after conversation for this long ass shit. Now we're going to go on to Bayley and Nikki Cross for the SmackDown Women's Championship. My prediction for this match, I'm back to yawn, and clear my throat at the exact same time, is that Bayley's clearly going to retain this match because obviously we're going to, as I just quote with my Backlash thoughts and my review, obviously I'm still going with the assumption that a lot of people are going off of, we're going to get Banks and Bayley at SummerSlam. So Bayley's going to retain her title here and go along with that side myself. So Nikki Cross, unfortunately, is just going to be nothing but a fucking stepping stool, and it's going to be a hurdle for Becky Lynch to jump. Not Becky Lynch, fuck. Wow. Talk about Becky Lynch. Earlier, it's bring her up now. But Bayley's going to jump over Nikki Cross as a hurdle to get to where we're going to get to the bigger picture as SummerSlam to come. So Becky Lynch, Bayley, my thoughts exactly, dumbass. Bayley gonna beat Nikki Cross. With it said, there you go. Easily enough, as we're gonna move on right along to this next match, is going to be Asuka and Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. My previous first match is clearly gonna be just like before. Asuka's gonna retain, so we can get Sasha Banks moving on to her feud with Bayley at SummerSlam. But we can also have it where this is where slightness could be more, interesting, as we can get Bayley coming out during this match to actually try to help Banks, but that could be the reason why Banks ends up failing and actually losing her match. Which some people are saying how this could be the way of either one of them turning heel and actually starting their feud. Which, me actually think about this more before coming on camera, I feel like this is not going to be the case. Because what? Because why the fuck would you do that when they still are having the tag team titles? You all didn't think about that, now did you? Now did you? So, with this is said, now this is what's going to happen. What I see 95% is going to happen is how each of them are going to lose. Bayley's not going to lose, but Sasha Banks is going to lose. But they're still going to be championships in the end of the day. So they're going to move on from the Stream Rules to potentially go on to a future episode of Raw or SmackDown, whichever show is going to go on. And then they're going to lose their titles to some nickname tag team, whether it's Cross and Bliss or some shit like that. They'll lose the titles to somebody along the way. And then that is where we're going to see the feud go on, or the turn going to happen there. Whether it be Bayley on Banks or Banks on Bayley. And then, that will be the way that we're going to set the feud between the two going into freaking SummerSlam for the WWE SmackDown Live Women's Championships. Championship, plural, just one championship. Not two, but one. But still, so that is what I see happening. So like I said, Banks going to lose to Asuka, Asuka's going to retain, and Bayley's going to retain over Nikki Cross. And to go on to the future between, go into the future for them to, with Bayley being a champion, them two still being tag team champions, and for them to eventually in the day lose the championships, plural, the tag team championships to somebody along the way, for them to finally get to where we're going to get to all this time, to us to finally get Banks versus Bayley at SummerSlam 2020. So that said, let's move on. Next up, we have Drew McIntyre taking on Dolph Ziggler in the WWE Championship match, which is just being quoted on WWE.com, because as of right now, the stipulation for this match has apparently not been announced so far. But it's been talked, it's been rumored, and kind of leaked for it to potentially be a TLC match. But so far, WWE has either denied or, confirmed or denied this thing. Because obviously, this could either be WWE either being stupid and actually fucking up, actually, being legitimate, serious, and this can actually legit be the case where they actually, announced or threw up online that this match is going to be a TLC match. Which is stupid because apparently WWE thinks that this match has never happened before. When you're around, you have a fucking pay-per-view event coming up in December called TLC, which hence has TLC matches or has a match of TLC caliber. WWE, you are idiots. Idiots! Quarantine's getting to your head, you fucking imbeciles. WWE, what the fuck? So yeah, so WWE either did that because either someone's fucking stupid and actually did that, and we're legitimately gonna get a TLC match for this match, or did we just throw it out there just to fuck with us, saying, haha, we're gonna get a reaction out of you guys out of Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. So TLC match is out there, but they're not going to do it. You're just going to have to wait and see what match is going to be. What matches is going to be. What match is going to be. Tune in to Extreme Rules to find out, you suckers. So, yeah. So, either way, it's happening right now. We're still going to get Ziggler and McIntyre for the WWE Championship, no matter what the stipulation is going to be. Even if there is going to be one, we're still going to get McIntyre and Ziggler for the WWE Championship at Extreme Rules. But the point still stands. Regardless of everything, my prediction for this match still is going to obviously be the obvious, and it's going to be Drew McIntyre is going to retain his championship over Drew McIntyre. But wow, McIntyre retains over Ziggler to then move on to what's been heavily rumored next for him at SummerSlam, with him either facing the likes of either Brock Lesnar or Randy Orton, which I'm feeling most likely is going to be Randy Orton, because obviously Randy Orton is being giving me a big ass push for a while, and people are saying that WWE has done successful, WWE gave Randy Orton a successful run, actually gave him a well-established, top heel run recently for Randy Orton, and he has no sign of slowing down. So there's that for Randy Orton, and because Brock Lesnar is apparently being quarantined in Canada. Because that's apparently where he lives, and he is not going. Either WWE saying that, or that's Brock Lesnar, which most likely is going to be Brock Lesnar himself denying or going to fucking do it. Because obviously, you ain't going to fucking travel during this time. So why the fuck would you do that? So Brock Lesnar is going to be there, but he's still, most likely not. It's not going to happen. Brock Lesnar's name is still being rumored in the mill, but most likely it's going to be going towards Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam for him to potentially lose the title at SummerSlam, which has heavily also been said at SummerSlam going down. I don't want that to happen, but we're just going to see what happens as we'll see the story go down between McIntyre and his SummerSlam opponent. So, with this said, as right now, we're staying present day. McIntyre and Ziggler. McIntyre's going to retain his championship over Ziggler to move on to SummerSlam to face whoever's going to face at SummerSlam. So, with this said, Drew McIntyre for the win. And now, to finally close out this video with a bang, we have Braun Strowman taking on Bray Wyatt in a Wyatt Swamp fight. Once again, this is going to be a match that can be taken into multiple ways. Braun Strowman can win in the sense of how he's been taking on both, Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt. Now he can take out, Ear of Worlds Bray Wyatt for them to potentially move on to SummerSlam to finally get crushed by the Fiend. That can happen. But people state the fact of how Bray Wyatt can win this because of this being, traditional best 2 out of 3 match. Braun Strowman got the win Braun Strowman got the first win over Wyatt. Wyatt can get the win here at Extreme Rules in the Swamp Fight over Braun Strowman. And you can get the final win of the feud going down at, excuse me, getting dry throat here. At, sorry, damn, my throat. My throat's getting dry up here because all this freaking dry air. Curse you, god darn summer, freaking dry air. In this kind of dusty, slightly dusty, in-screen deck porch thingamajiggy. Screw everything! No, jokes aside. But seriously, though. Yeah, so, like I said before, Braun got the first win. Wyatt can get the win here. And, this could lead to either who's going to get the final win at SummerSlam. When we all know it's going to be fucking the Fiend's going to come in and going to get the title there at SummerSlam. Which, in the end, not many people are saying this, but I'm thinking about this alone. I'm probably not being, I have not seen anyone say this alone online just yet, but I'm probably not, I'm most likely not the only one who's probably stressing this fact, how after the match at SummerSlam between The Fiend and Braun Strowman can turn heel in this sense and actually have a way of turning heel to play out the fucking mind games and mind trickery that's been going on for this build up for this match at Extreme Rules since Bray Wyatt has been kind of messing and slightly getting into the head of Braun Strowman getting into this match, and heck, even having that Money in the Bank with Braun Strowman having the black sheep mask and actually kneeling down before Bray Wyatt and doing that shit in front of Bray Wyatt at Money in the Bank. So in a sense, he was the gears started turning at Money in the Bank, and the gears are starting to quickly really run their course as this feud was going down here for Extreme Rules. So this alone could happen. This could happen at SummerSlam. He can lose the championship to the Fiend at SummerSlam, but this could be turning him into the monster, a truly monster after their match at SummerSlam, and turn Braun Strowman heel for him losing the title, and that could be giving Braun Strowman, as I said before, a way to turn a monstrous heel after the match between him and the Fiend at SummerSlam. So, with the said and done, ladies and gentlemen, you might ask yourself, Sandu 318, after these two side tangents and kind of, factions of storylines that could potentially go down, what do you personally feel about this match? Well, guys, while I feel as if I can see Bray Wyatt win this match for that strong full reason of having that best 2 out of 3, I'm going to stick strong with my original and true mindset heading into the show, even before even heading into the show, with the mindset of Braun Strowman taking out the Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt, Ear Worlds Bray Wyatt, so he's taking out both of them to go after the Fiend at SummerSlam to potentially try to challenge him. But in the end of things, we all know he is going to lose at SummerSlam. So with that said, there you go. My prediction is going to be for Braun Strowman to retain his title here at Extreme Rules. And this has now concluded my Extreme Rules 2020 prediction video, guys. I thank y'all for watching this video. As much as kind of a slightly all over the place, we'll be addressing me telling you a mini update to get you involved into my Backlash review, so we can address that, so we can actually get into why you're actually here for this whole meatball of madness for you guys to watch for this video. So yeah, but overall, as much as this freaking plate full of video is a full plate full of video to watch, I hope you actually do, or hope you guys actually, whoever does watch this video actually decides to watch it for what it is, and actually enjoys it for what it was worth at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, guys, like I said before, I am slightly still in the healing process, so you guys are lucky for enough to actually me coming out here actually acting the way I am usually, because obviously I could still be depressing as fuck and still be down in the dumps. Luckily, I am starting to, yes, I'm still upset at points about my 2 recent losses, but I'm starting to feel the acceptance phase, in the parent stages of grief, or whatever have you. So, while I'm still am sad day in, day out at points, briefly at points, I'm still getting to a point where I'm getting back to my usual self, actually getting, I'm still at least able to actually be me. Be as happy-go-lucky as I can while still having some slight saddening and depressing thoughts at points in my head. But that's beside the point, guys. I once again think I'm doing a-okay. I'll be just fine. Give me a while. Once again, while I'm still am me, I still probably am going to get a bit more time to still heal over my losses as I continue, becoming, as I'm still, doing my shit to, fully become, becoming back to who I am, which, I am who I am. So, yay. But still, pointless still stands. Needless to say, I thank you all for watching this video once again. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. And we'll start what will happen at Extreme Rules 2020. We will see what happens then. And we'll come right back to you guys for my Extreme Rules 2020 review. So with this end, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for watching. Once again, it's time for the Horror Show Extreme Rules to finally come. To apparently give us a nightmare and shivery kind of experience this Sunday, tomorrow night as I'm recording this video. Oh, I'm so scared to go onto WWE.com and go to fucking the WWE Network. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, when really I'm not even watching on WWE Network. I'm not on WWE.com. I go on my fucking PlayStation. But still, oh, I'm so scared to watch this show. The Horror Show Extreme Rules. Tune in tomorrow night to find out what's going to happen. Or tune in soon to see what's going to happen on my thoughts for Extreme Rules 2020 content. So what's going to happen? What my thoughts will be on the show. Tune in next time to find out. I'm giving you guys some early Halloween spooky content because WWE's fucking stupid. Actually wants to be cringy during quarantine. But that's not my fault. Because that's WWE's fault for being stupid and being WWE. WWE being WWE. Needless to say. WWE being WWE. Last quote of the day. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm Sonic 318, and I'll see you guys next time. See you guys then.